In a land far, far away, there was a glorious kingdom. In the kingdom stood a great castle. And inside the castle lived a handsome prince. The prince was sad. He longed for a true princess to share his castle and kingdom. But he couldn't find one. The prince already traveled across the sea, and scoured many kingdoms, meeting every one of these so-called princesses. But he returned, sad and empty-handed.
We must help our son. Let us call upon all the maiden ladies to find his princess.
But it is impossible to tell whether these are true princesses.
Well, we must be patient. A true gem is hard to find, and I know a real princess when I see one.
Young women from all over the world came to the castle to see if they could marry the prince. The queen wanted to confirm that they were really princesses, so she tested each one.
Your Highness, I'm Princess Cassandra of Sweden.
Let me see your hair, Cassandra.
Well, you see, I beg your pardon?
Lay down your hair.
Cassandra removed her hat nervously and showed her hair. The queen was surprised and said,
Cassandra, your hair is unkempt. Thank you for coming, but you are not a real princess. Next, please.
I am Princess Valeria of the rich kingdom of Austria.
Valeria of Austria, you say? Lift up your skirt and kindly show me your shoes.
Alas! She lifted her dress and showed her funny-looking shoes.
Well, I wear these shoes for dancing.
No dear, a princess will never wear those shoes. Goodbye, Valeria. Next.
Your Majesty, I forgot what kingdom I was from. Let me see. I think, right here.
Waiter, I am really thirsty. Can you please bring me more beer? Come on now.
Young lady, you are very beautiful. What are you bringing behind you?
I'm going to show you my talent. I can lift this whole thing for an hour, my queen.
Oh please, you don't have to do that.
The queen was tired. Finding the perfect princess was a very demanding work. That evening a huge storm came. Suddenly, came a loud knock at the castle door. The prince opened the door to find a beautiful, cold, young lady standing in front of him. The prince had never seen such a lovely woman before in his life.
Thank you for letting me in. I was just walking around when suddenly it began to rain so hard.
No problem. You can stay here for the night.
The prince introduced the beautiful lady to the queen.
Good evening, Your Majesty. I am a true princess. Can I have some dry clothes and a bed for the night, please?
Sure, I'll ask the maids to give you a nightgown. Put it on while I prepare your chamber.
Oh, thank you so much.
We have a guest. She said she is a real princess.
She's perfect and our son obviously likes her. But do you think she's a true princess?
Well, we'll see about that.
The queen mother began preparing the chamber, but in a very peculiar way.
And after making sure everything was dusted, bring me 20 mattresses at once.
Then she placed a single garden pea on the bedstead.
Your chamber is ready. I hope you sleep well tonight.
The bed was now so high off the ground that the princess needed to climb a ladder to get into the bed. The princess climbed up the ladder, got under the covers and tried to sleep. At breakfast the next morning the queen mother asked the princess,
My dear princess, how did you sleep?
Oh, not at all well,
said the princess.
I mean to say, I am extremely grateful for your kindness in putting me up for the night, but there seemed to be something ever so hard and uncomfortable under my mattress. I didn't sleep a wink.
The queen mother went to the king and prince and said,
I believe we have found your true princess, for none but a true princess possesses such a delicate sense to feel a single pea through 20 mattresses. You must wed immediately."
The prince was overjoyed. He immediately proposed to the princess. The princess said,
"I accept, but on one condition."
The prince replied,
I will do anything.
She looked back at the prince with a cheeky grin and said,
"That you promise, dear prince, that from this day forward that any pea that should enter this castle is simply for eating, and not for sleeping upon."
The prince replied.
I promise.
Soon, they got married. And they live happily, ever after.